Have you ever felt like there's a vivid fire burning inside of you, yearning to break free and illuminate your life? That, my friend, is your vibrant life waiting to bloom. Welcome to the Vibrant Life Podcast. We are here to empower women just like you to liberate that vibrant life, to live authentically, and to harness the power within.
Our journey will take us through the enlightening realms of energy healing, goal setting, spiritual awakening, and so much more. We're stepping into the light of self-acceptance, of owning our power and potential.
If you have been yearning to dive headfirst into the world of entrepreneurship, or awaken your spirituality, or simply make peace with yourself, your search ends here at the Vibrant Life Podcast. As we embark on this enlightening journey together, we promise to hold your hand through every step of your journey to a more vibrant life.
Your adventure to true empowerment and authentic living begins here. Tap into the vibrant life you've always dreamed of. Subscribe now and join us at the Vibrant Life Podcast. Embrace your vibrant self. Until then, shine on.
Shine on.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to Vibrant Life Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey.
I'm Cassie.
And today we're going to talk about abundance mindset.
Yes.
And we just spent the last, hour to half an hour.
Minutes, yeah.
Was it 20 minutes? I
Yeah.
feel like I'd been here for ages.
No, 20 minutes.
We spent 20 minutes talking about what's happening in my life. And then I was like, shit, Cassie, we should have been recording this the entire time because that was our podcast. So we're going to recreate it for you as
Right.
best possible. We will include.
We will make it more about you.
Yeah, we'll
also.
make it more about you. So that'll be good.
more like, this is how you apply it to your life. 'cause
This
that's-
is how you apply it to your life. Yes, after I tell you a little bit about how I applied it to my life, we'll make it more applicable for you.
Yeah.
So anyways, I am shuffling cards while I'm talking, so hopefully that's not super noisy. Oh,
Oh, we don't have the things on.
we don't have our microphones on. Okay, so we're going to pause here. No, leave it.
Leave it? Okay.
That's hilarious. Okay, we're taking a quick break. I guess we'll be able to tell the sound difference.
Oh, you could see my bra. My boobs were out again.
If you've been with us for the whole journey, that was our very first podcast episode. I was like, oh, we got to stop. Your bra's out. And we use that.
Boobs are out.
Use that as a little clip, which is pretty funny. So, okay, now we have microphones. We're going to try again. We're going to see if our audio is a little better here. So, all right, I'm going to draw. Yeah, they're both on. We got green lights everywhere. I'm going to draw cards for this collective this morning. And what do we need to know today? The good thing is if this, oh, there we go. Okay.
A couple.
Cycles, embodiment, and devotion. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so initially what I'm seeing is, wow, we're talking about the full moon. It's a full moon now, which on Tuesday, it'll just be a couple days past. So if you're just hearing this now, you can pop on and catch my free moon meditation. It's a pink moon in Libra. It's all about balance and beauty and relationships. And then I also have a moon journal that goes along with it. You can find it at our link in bio. So I'm thinking about moon cycles. I'm thinking about feminine cycles. And Cassie and I are really trying to hone in on finding the ebb and flow of life and being able to be more, we're realizing when we need to rest and we're taking breaks, but then also with that, we take inspired action and we get going when the cycle is right. So for this as a collective, like tap into your own self and try to figure out where your ebb and flow is. And then I'm also thinking about identities. And I watched a TikTok today on identity, and when it's time for an old identity to die, the divine feminine is going to kind of give you whispers and little nudges, and you're going to feel just really uncomfortable. It's going to be kind of like a slow burn. It's not like oh crap, you need to change your life. It's a gentle whisper from your soul telling you that it's time for something different. It's time for growth. And so this embodiment card is, for me, stepping into that new identity, creating that dream life you want, and embodying it fully. And then the last one is devotion. So it's just taking time to get in touch with your inner self, with your soul, and figure out what those things are, and like giving yourself just some devotion. So this morning, I woke my girls up at 6:30, and I'm going to tell you all about, if you watched the last episode on visualization, we were talking about the things I was envisioning this new life I was calling in. Well, guess what, guys? In the last week, it came in and it's here and I'm getting ready to step into it. And I sat down with my girls and we lit a green candle for abundance. And I'm going to tell you, I'm calling in a new house. The new house is here. We're going to see it today again, make an offer. So obviously things are still a little bit up in the air, but the three of us together lit a candle, put some crystals out, and we just said some words. We thanked our old house for like loving us for as long as it did and that we appreciated it and it's time to move on. And then we brought in the new house. So we just kind of together spent some time in devotion. So it doesn't have to be a religious thing, but for us, it was just quiet family time that was a little witchy. And my girls just enjoyed it so much and they feel so much of a part of this process of the magic that it is. And we have had all these ups and downs about the thought of moving. Oh, I don't want to leave this neighborhood. Oh, I don't want to leave my friends. Oh, what about this? But then also now, as soon as we mentioned it, all three of our kids were super excited. Like there wasn't a doubt in anyone's mind. They were just like, oh my gosh, really? And every day they've come home. Did you make an offer yet? Did you make an offer? We're ready to go. Is it time to go yet? When can we move?
Right.
So it's been so fun. So that's what I see for that.
Yes. Okay. So going along with these, this actually resonated for me with Life Redesigned.
Okay.
Because we talk about syncing your productivity with your cycle. That's actually in this week's. If you want to do it live with us, I just put it out yesterday.
So it's
that's
in
a lesson.
It's in the VIP section of the Vibrant Life Society. You can join us for free and take a look around. And then if you're feeling called, join us.
Yeah. So Life Redesigned is a class in the VIP section. So it's a 4-week class. You can do it within a month. So it's $44, basically. That's how you choose to spend your time. But it's all about embodying who you want to be. So you have this vision
I love it.
of who you want. So this is taking like, okay, we have this vision. How do you then step into her life? Like, right? Like even when we're talking about today, it's going to be abundance mindset. You have to act like it's already here, right? So how do you do that? How do you go through and comb through the big areas of your life to actually implement that and show up as this person that you want to show up as? So how do you embody that? And how do you create space for the things that you are devoted to and to yourself and to your family? And so we go through the big 4 in my mind, which is your mindset. And then we go through relationships, and then we go through your time and your schedule. And then we go through your home. All the things.
All the things.
So it's Life Redesigned, and you're embodying. It's about embodying this next level you. But part of that is syncing it with your cycle and honoring the pieces of yourself that are magical and that are things that we can use to our advantage. So
love it.
It's a little bit different take, but while you're talking about, I was like, oh my God, all of those things are Life Redesigned.
Well, and I love that too. Like the intuition, like the message can mean different things for different people. So when people are pulling oracle cards, it's like the message can be different. It's just how, like what you know and what you believe, and it can be different for everybody, which I love.
And also what's going on in your life.
Yeah, I love that so much. I am so drawn to that full moon. I think that's so amazing that we are entering the full moon. It's tomorrow.
Okay.
It's tomorrow, the 12th. I'll say the 12th because this is going to go live on the 13th or 15th. I'm doing math. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So an abundance mindset, how do you get there?
Right.
So first, I think I'll share a little bit about recognizing your self-limiting beliefs. You have, it's that mindset for Life Redesigned. It's the mindset of recognizing. So I had a lot of this come up for me this week because the new house is way more expensive. I was trying to be super frugal because I've been that way most of my adult life.
You're living in a scarcity mindset.
I'm living in a scarcity mindset. I have been. Like there's never enough. Everything's too expensive. I want to do things as cheaply as possible. And this house is going to stretch us a little bit, but still, like, we're still set up very, very well. But I had to look at the money of it. I had to go back to the board like 3 or 4 times before I was just like, because I was scared.
Yeah.
Can we really do this? And I just kept coming back to like, but this is it. This is what I have been bringing in for years is abundance. I wanted a beautiful house. I wanted to be close to the water. I wanted to have some land. And all of these things are coming true. I've been talking about it on this podcast for a year.
Yeah.
So it's here and it's better than I imagined.
And you've been working through that scarcity mindset this whole year.
Yes.
Right? We've talked about this several times on the podcast of the limiting beliefs, they creep up and then you work through them and then they creep up again.
And you get different layers of
You get different
understanding
layers,
as you
yeah.
work through, and some of them you can say goodbye for a really long time, and others come up a little bit more frequently.
Yeah. So if you are on, TikTok, or if you've been on this podcast, we talk about, I feel like I most prominently see abundance in regards to financial wealth or material wealth, right? And we all want that, especially right now when friggin' everything's a
You
thing.
don't know what's happening in the world right now.
We
so
all want that
yeah.
safety cushion, and a lot of us don't have it, right? And so that is it. It is scary, and it's easy to get into this mindset of like, I gotta buckle down, I gotta tighten up. And I think there's a difference between being prudent and being scared. It's
Yeah.
the same as like inspired action when we were talking about visualization last week. The difference between visualization and wishful thinking is that inspired action, and the difference between an abundance mindset that's like delusional and reckless is the difference between still taking like prudent action. Like you said, you didn't want to, you're not going out and buying a $5 million house when you can't afford it, but you are stretching yourself and up leveling to this new level of yourself. You're not the same person you were 16 years ago when you bought the house you're in now.
Correct.
So you can expand. Your life is expanding. As we were talking about one point when you were scared of moving, I was like, you have 3 more kids than you did when you bought that house.
I
You have 3 more people living in that house.
We more
no wonder
than-
it feels too small.
We more than doubled our family. So
Right.
it makes sense that we would double our mortgage. And our mortgage was very, very small
Right.
because we bought during the last recession in
last
2000
recession.
and 2008. So we had, the interest rates were great. We had it just worked out. But it took me a long time to move through those feelings of should we do this? And we actually had another house that we really liked a lot. It checked off all the boxes. The energy when I walked in the first time was, oh, you could live here. And I was like, oh yeah, I could live here. It feels good. I took my husband, he's like, yeah, it's too expensive. I was like, okay. I was like, let's hang on. So we hung on to it. It stayed on the market for 6 months. In the area we're looking at, houses stay on the market for like a week or 2 at most. Usually it's just days if it's anything good. And so it stayed on the market for so long. And so then on Sunday, we saw our new house. I walked in the doors and I was like, this is the feeling. It's just, oh, I've got goosebumps. My ears are ringing. It was like, I'm home. The second I walked in the door, I knew it. I felt it. And I was like, this was the feeling that I've been waiting for this whole time. And then you look at the finances of it and you're like, okay, this is more than we planned on spending. I don't know about that. So Monday we thought about it. Tuesday, I was like, yes, that is our house. We are done with the other house. I don't want to think about it anymore. And that house sold that very day.
That's crazy.
It got 2 offers 4 minutes apart.
What? You didn't tell me that. That's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? It sat there for 6 months. They pulled it off the market and put it back on a couple times around the holidays. It sat there for 6 months and got 2 offers 4 minutes apart.
That's crazy.
Isn't it insane?
Too.
But
Also, but then you released it.
but
Which
I
is our
released
next
it.
podcast. Plug for next podcast.
Plug-
Releasing the things that no longer serve you.
Right? But I was holding on to that thinking, okay, this is good enough. The universe was saying, are you going to take this leap of faith? And I've been hearing that all year round. You're going to have to take a leap of faith. Take the leap. Take the leap.
When we pulled cards last week, Leap of Faith was the one that we got for you.
And that was Friday. And
That
we
was
saw
Friday.
the house
We
on
saw it on
Sunday. I totally forgot
Crazy.
about that.
Yeah. So I was like, Audrey, what's your leap of faith going to be?
I was like, I have no clue. Well, guess what? It's this amazing house that it's definitely an up level for us. It feels really good. We've got enough room to spread out. The kids can have their own bedroom. We're like living on top of each other right now, and we have been. And the girls are like hitting their, teenage years, and they just need more space to not drive each other crazy, and then therefore drive everyone else crazy. So this is something so good for us.
So so we've called in this abundance, but you've been living in this mindset for a lot longer.
Yes, it's been years. I wrote about the dream house in 2020 was the first time I wrote about it. And in the picture that I drew, we were next to water and next to forest, and we could see land. Now, it doesn't look quite like I thought it would be because we're actually backing up to a soccer field. So there's land that's usually unoccupied except for the occasional Saturday in the spring and the fall. And then the river's like right behind us with a beautiful tree line, and the walking paths are all throughout there. So it's like, I just wanted nature. What are the feelings you want? I was like, nature. And I was like, I can walk by the river every single day now.
Yeah. Yeah. So depending on what you're calling in or manifesting, it's going to take different amounts of time. But like I have called in several jobs where I finally decide that I'm ready for one, and I'm like, okay, I want something that's flexible. I want it to be in this price range. I want it to be, and then a contract comes in
Yeah.
quickly, usually. There's been times where I'm not in alignment and I am in that like holding on because I'm like, oh, I have this much amount of money or I don't have this much cushion. And then it finally when I'm like, okay, I'm ready.
You have to let go.
And I'm just gonna pretend it's already here. Not pretend, but like I'm gonna just a little bit pretend. We're faking it till we make it, right? Like
Delusional. You have to
embrace a little bit
to
of the
be
delusion.
you have to have a little bit of a delusion.
Yeah,
For real.
you have to, like it's been this like switch, and then this is the second time it's coming in. I just got another contract. It's not like official again. It's coming in, but it's like it fits checks all the boxes that I said I wanted because I wasn't focused on exactly this one thing. It was these are the criteria that I want. I want it to feel this way. I want it to be with a company I enjoy. I want it to be short term so that I can still focus on vibrant life, but I need this influx of cash. I need, so just those kind of things, which we talk about abundance and money a lot, but you can also have a scarcity mindset in other areas of your life. And going back to the framework of like life redesign, you can have it around your time.
Yes.
So I'm too busy to rest.
Yes.
There's too much going on. There's never enough time. And you can't do all the things, right? That scarcity mindset, you can also have it around your dreams and your success and your self-worth. So going into your mindset of like, there's no room for me to succeed. I think both of us have experienced that at some point in the last year of like, is there room for us in this market? And it's like, our people will find us.
Our people will find it.
And there's room for everybody.
There's been that delusion this whole time is that it's just right there. And we keep saying that it's right around the corner. And I was like, we keep saying it's right around the corner. So we're keeping it right around the corner. I was like, we have to change that mindset to it's here, it's now. That's when you can come fully in alignment. You might have created something beautiful in the 5D and now we're bringing it in. But if you keep saying in the present moment that it's right around the corner, it's going to stay there.
Yeah.
So I feel like I finally got to a spot with the house in the last few weeks where I was like, it's time. I'm not waiting any longer. It needs to be here. And then within a few weeks, we were there. We were able to do the things.
Yes. I love that.
That did trigger another thing for me to say about like time and feeling like you don't have enough time. When you really dig into the spiritual community, time is actually non-existent. It is a construct in our minds that make us feel like we're moving forward. So I did this insight timer meditation thing where they actually take you through time and slowing down time with your mind. And I forget about it a lot, but like if I get to work and I'm like, I have 1 hour to do these things, I need to say, thank you for this 1 hour to be enough to do this, 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 and this. Sometimes I feel like time just comes to a screeching halt and I'm able to get all the things done I need in that moment.
I want to play with that. That's new to me, but I'm intrigued.
It's really, I've used it a lot on vacation. This week is going to feel so long. I'm going to have just enough time. Now, my last vacation, I was not very present. I was scared because my son was having an asthma exacerbation. And so that vacation flew by and I came home feeling unrested. And I was like, I was not grounded. I was so anxious that whole time. So I let it slip by. But the one before that, oh my God, I felt like we'd been in the mountains for like a whole month because I meditated every morning and every night when I went to bed. And I just kept grounding myself in the present moment. And it just like stretched out forever.
That reminded me of like during the pandemic, like in the pandemic, right? We did a family staycation. So I am one of 5. And so we all quarantined for 2 weeks before. And then we came to my house and we just had like this staycation at my house. And I was like, how is this going to work? Like, what's this? But oh my God, it was so blissful. And I was like, I'm going to turn off my brain. I'm going to completely disconnect from work. And it felt long because we had talked about how excited we were to spend so much time together. And like, it felt long, but it felt restful.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if I was unintentionally doing that.
Well, the phrase time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Stop fucking saying that. Because then it will. You are manifesting that time flies when you're having fun.
Time slows down.
Yeah. Yeah. So time slows down. I have as much time as I need. It's another mindset, mindset shift.
I'm going to a book weekend this weekend. So I need to remember that this is going to feel so long. This is going to feel so restful.
Yep. And when I remember it for a work day and I'm not wanting to be there, I try, oh, this day went so fast. Thanks.
Just flew by.
Yeah. So that is another abundance mindset, is feeling like you have plenty of time.
Yeah.
And also, I think it's also joy, feeling like you have just love and joy and all the good, warm, gushy feelings. That is definitely abundance, is to have those good feelings. And so recognizing that, because, right, money's not all the things. It can get you some things that are very nice and make you feel secure, but
Yes.
it's all about the gushy mushy.
The phrase that I've been hearing over and over and over again in my head this last week or so is that joy is recession proof. So, and I haven't even told you that.
Oh,
Joy is recession
joy
proof.
is recession proof. So
And
you're in
so-
charge of your own joy
Yeah.
during the things that are happening in this crazy world. Be in a world full of dark, be the light. What is that song that came out during the pandemic?
Oh, I don't know. You lost me there.
It's a good one. In a world full of dark, I think it's dark. It might not be dark, but that's the meaning. Like,
Right.
when everything is dark, be light. And so I feel like for people who are on a spiritual journey, that is exactly what we're being called to do, is we're light workers. So we're supposed to bring more joy, more light, more things. And so as more and more people awaken, we're going to have that. So even though there's a lot of things happening that are crazy, you can step outside of that, turn off the news, don't watch it. It's not going to help you. Focus on your own light. Like, don't close yourself off and curl up in a ball, but be as active as you can be. Like, pick the one thing. We've talked about that too.
Right.
Pick the one thing.
Because we
and
need to
then-
be fighting for each other,
Yes.
but you can't fight for all the things.
You can't fight for all the things, so don't be overwhelmed by that and focus on your joy.
But also balancing it out with
Yeah.
your community, making sure that you are focusing on the good things in your community.
Yeah.
And when you look for them, there's a lot.
There is a lot.
There is a lot. Last night we went to this SEC night at my daughter's school. She goes to a small school. So it's a public school, but it's a year-round school. So you have to like opt into it. And it's very small for our area. There's only 2 classes. There's like 30 kids in each grade. So not a lot. And it was put on by these 2 teachers. And I talked to one of them and she was like, we were just like going to try this, see how it went. And they had probably 150 people there.
Aww.
And it's all
Good.
about their, social and emotional learning and like
Yeah.
how they do that. So we went to like different stations and learned about what the kids are doing in school. And I was talking to the principal beforehand. She's like, we've had some pushback, but when you actually like walk through the lessons, people are like, oh, this is actually good stuff. So just that, like bridging that gap and having that, like, I don't know, I found it very hopeful that so many parents wanted to come and see what their kids were doing.
I love that.
It was really nice, actually.
I love that. Yeah, so much. Yeah, find the joy in even the smallest things.
Yeah.
That's great.
So have your own book weekend. I have an Airbnb that you can rent. It's book themed.
Come to Des Moines.
If you want to come to Iowa. But have your own book weekend. Or like last weekend, I did a crafternoon with some friends where my daughter was gone and 2 friends came over and we just crafted and talked and we're just in community. And that is something that I don't think I had for a long time. And so when you can find it and allow yourself to just absorb the joy out of that, it helps with the abundance mindset. So
Definitely.
even if you are not abundant in your bank account, you are abundant in other areas. You can be abundant in other areas while you're working on the financial piece too.
Yep. Just
So
start with that mindset shift. I can't talk. Yesterday too. Oh, my phone is ringing. Let's see if I can shut that off. Oh, it's the moving company again. Go away. I just wanted a quick quote. Dang it. They're persistent. Give me your money.
Okay. So we promised you we'd apply it to you. So let's talk about how to shift into this abundance mindset. So what abundance mindset actually means is the belief that there is more than enough for you. Time, money, love, support, ideas, opportunities.
There. Well, it's funny because that's just where I went without going into all the things.
Yeah.
I didn't include all those, but yeah.
Time, money, love, support, ideas, opportunities. And it's not just about magical thinking. It's about empowered perspective.
I love it.
Yes. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. Empowered perspective, embodying that empowered perspective. So abundance sounds like there's always another opportunity coming. I trust that what I need is on its way. I am worthy of receiving and keeping good things. And I think the keeping there is another one. We always want to be
Receiving and keeping. Yes.
Keeping. Yeah.
That's good.
So benefits of abundance thinking for finances, you stop hoarding and undercharging and you believe more money will come. So you spend with confidence, I would say, and you save with confidence and you put yourself out there with confidence.
Yeah.
I think that's the piece that I'm working on. You can't just hide under a bushel.
No.
Light under a bushel.
I'm going to let it shine.
That's my preschool or Sunday school.
Yep. This
And
little
then,
light of mine.
right. And then relationships, you stop tolerating crumbs. So you believe there's more love and connection out there, that you deserve better.
Yeah.
You deserve a good, healthy relationships. So we talk about that also in Life Redesigned.
Insert plug here.
Insert plug here. Honestly, as we're going through this, I'm like, oh, I should have just positioned Life Redesigned as this is creating your abundant life. Like this is how you're doing that. And then,
It just came together naturally.
it just came together.
It worked out.
And then self-worth, you stop settling and you believe that you already are enough.
You are enough. In case no one has told you that lately.
So what does this look like in practice? We put together some reframes. So if this is a thought that resonates with you, try replacing it with this thought. Do you want to do some or do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, no, I can do so. Okay. What are we? These ones?
Yeah.
Okay. So the scarcity mindset is, I can't afford this. You're going to replace that with, how can I creatively afford this? So these are those getting rid of those self-limiting beliefs, and you're using positive affirmations to replace the thought. I never have enough time. I make time for what matters most. And then the next one is, if I don't say yes, I'll miss out. And what's meant for me won't miss me. And I like that one too, especially you did that nope, nobody, nope TikTok this week. That goes right in alignment with that. Just saying no. Like if it's not in alignment with what you want in this moment, you don't have to give an explanation. Just no. And no FOMO here. No FOMO.
Not a hell yes, it's a no.
Yep, that's exactly it. And then the last one, I'm bad with money and I'm learning how to manage and grow my money with ease is a replacement for that. So yeah, I think those are the things as far as like self-limiting beliefs, leave them behind, recognize it. You can release it however you want. I burned some last night about money, actually, with the full moon. I was like, let's get rid of this shit. Burned it in the fireplace. And then I rewrote with some positive affirmations and brought those back in.
Yeah, I love that.
It's perfect.
I love that. So just a few final thoughts of abundance doesn't show up when everything is perfect. It shows up when you believe you're worthy of more.
Hell yeah.
Even before it arrives.
Yeah. For a long time before it arrives. Sometimes
it
it doesn't
believe it before it's here. It's stepping out on faith. It's a leap of faith, but it's a leap of faith in yourself.
Yeah. And I have been delusional about this for a long time. My husband the whole time has been like, really? You think? And then this week, I know we're going to have that moment. As soon as the offer is accepted, our house is sold and we can move forward. He's going to be like, I told him that this morning. I was like, I did a ritual to bring the house in. So when it happens, you can thank me. Because he's just like, what? And he's slowly coming around like, what are you doing? It's witchcraft.
Okay, so next week we're talking about how to no longer release, or how to release what is no longer serving you. So we're going to go talk about that right now, but you will hear it next week.
The week after.
Yeah, so emotionally, physically, and energetically, how to clear space for what's next. You have to make room for what's coming in. That's actually a card we got this morning I pulled for our business, and it was clearing.
Yeah.
It was one of the cards. You have to make space for what's coming in.
Like releasing self-limiting beliefs in your fireplace.
Yes.
That was a good headway.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So
we'll see you next
release
time.
some beliefs, step into abundance, take life redesign if that's calling to you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Exciting news! The Vibrant Life Society is now open, and we'd love for you to join our incredible community of empowered women. Sign up through the link in the show notes to start creating your most vibrant, joy-filled life today. And thank you for tuning in to our Vibrant Life podcast. We hope today's episode has energized and inspired you to live your best life. If you enjoyed what you heard, be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform so you never miss an episode. And please take a moment to leave us a review.
Your feedback fuels our mission to bring you more valuable content. Stay connected with us on social media at Vibrant Life Society for daily tips, motivation, and community support. As we wrap up today's conversation, we encourage you to embrace each moment, pursue your passions, and prioritize your well-being. Together, let's create a life that radiates with energy and purpose. Until next time, live vibrantly. See you in our next episode.